Okay, so good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to another episode of Sports Shop, where we discuss everything and anything sport. I am your host, the Akil Samuel, and this is an Andrew Sport and Entertainment Consultancy production. Now, so first and foremost, God's blessings to you all, and a happy, bright, and prosperous new year to you, your family, and your friends. So, yes, we know we are in February, but nonetheless, still, Happy New Year and Happy 2025 to you all. This is the first official sports shop for the year, and we're diving right into it, and we're going to be discussing martial arts, more specifically, karate. For those of you who don't know, I am a martial artist and karate practitioner myself. So let's see if we can get our guests in with us, and we shall begin. Right? So we are heading, for those of you, I'm from the beautiful Twin Island Republic, southern gem of the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening to whatever part of the world you're at. All right, see if we can get them in. We shall begin today's interview of Sports Shop, where we discuss everything and anything sport. All right, just bear with us a minute. Everyone is having a wonderful day so far, and you finish, eat your lunch, and here we go. There we go. First and foremost, to the viewers and the viewers later, sorry about the delay, but we have it figured out, and we shall begin. So good afternoon once again to Trinidad and Tobago, the region and the world. I am your host, Akil Samuel, and this is a Andrew Sport and Entertainment Consultancy production. Sports Shop, we're discussing martial arts, more specific to karate, and we have the Winter siblings with us. So however you're seeing it on your screen, it's going to be your left or my right. We have Miss Chelsea Winter and Mr. Christian Winter of Team Elite TT, Team Elite Karate TT. All right. So you all didn't come here to hear me talk. You all came to hear the guests. All right. So good afternoon to you all. How are you all today?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
I'm okay.
everybody.
All right. So good. All right. So let's dive straight into it. Okay. So we'll start with. So I kind of know who you all are, right? I've been seeing you all competing since you all were children. So again, it's not about me just wanting to talk. Let the world know who you are. So, first question. What inspired you to start practicing martial arts, and how did your journey begin? Anyone can start first.
Okay. Okay, well, we started at a very young age. We basically were born into martial arts with our parents. Started off as athletes and then became coaches of their club, Trinidad and Tobago Sport Martial Arts Elite. From there on, we became competitive. I am currently a senior athlete, and Christian is a junior athlete. I would say,
We grew up in the
yeah, and during that journey, we definitely faced some challenges, and with that, the love and support from the people that we love, our parents, our team elite family, definitely pushed us to continue this journey. I would say one of my biggest inspirations is my brother. Although he is younger, I can give you a little story. Sometimes at training sessions when it is very difficult and I feel like I can't do it, he's there. He literally does it. He make it look so easy sometimes, and he shared these encouraging words with me that if he can do it, I can do it. So I would say he is a huge inspiration of mine. Sometimes when inspiration is in there, or you can feel the motivation sometimes slipping away, martial arts definitely helped me develop this discipline to continue
To continue.
striving for this success, to continue reaching for the goals and whatever is required to reach the highest level possible to push through.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Miss Chelsea
Yeah.
Winter. Let's hear from the younger sibling, Mr.
Well,
Christian.
well, see,
Same
pretty
question.
much
What inspired
football.
you?
Well, to be honest, growing up, I always seen my well parents, photos and thing of them winning, and I always wanted, to be on top, to be first, on the podium. And well, growing up, obviously, I'm younger, so I was seeing Chelsea winning too. So, I just fall into it and gain the love
Okay,
of it.
okay, fair enough. So as I have you and Christian, as I said, I have seen both of you all have been in this since you were born. So can you, Christian, share a pivotal moment or lesson that shaped your martial arts path?
Well,
That when you look and you more or less see like, yeah, this is it. This is it.
all right, right. So, at the Commonwealth Games in England, Birmingham in 2022,
Yeah, I believe so.
2022, yeah, that competition, right? And then I realized that this is what I want to do. This is, yeah, I want to win. I want to compete internationally. That is one moment that I really say, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Miss Chelsea?
Yes, I could definitely relate to him when it came to the Commonwealth Championships. That event was really challenging for both of us, but at the same time, it gave us that encouragement, that push where we had to go back and to the drawing board and look at our goals, which is to excel in at all levels in the different aspects in our sport, martial arts. So actually, we are involved in different
Two
styles,
styles.
2 styles, yeah, and we're actually excelling in both here. So I would say
Very good.
that's
That's very good. That's very good. Okay. As again, because I'm involved in the field, I know so many things about karate, right? But again, it's not about me talking, it's about you. You all are the stars here today. It's not me. I had my time. My time coming on, it dwindling away and it's your time. All right. So we understand that as I said earlier on, that being a martial arts practitioner is, let's say, it's challenging. It has its challenging. It has its ups and it has its downs. And I presume that both of you all are still in school, correct?
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Right? Good. So we have personal life, we have educational life, and we have sporting life. So how do you balance the physical, mental, spiritual aspects of martial arts?
Well,
I would say
Anybody get started?
that
in
uh,
terms of balancing time,
yeah,
definitely our parents.
yeah,
And in terms of martial arts, the physical aspect is, well, we have each other to motivate each other, literally working out and things for the physical part. And, well, mentally,
we're
we
able to handle stress and
so we have that love and passion for it.
yeah,
So,
work on being composed under pressure through the support from our parents, and I would say definitely from you.
well, well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And well, spiritually, God comes first. Yeah, we know that. Everybody know
Yeah.
that.
Good. Not a problem. I have no shame in talking about God at all. All right. Um, so I am sure that with some of your colleagues in school, they have a lot of questions about karate and martial arts and things that they see on TV they want to try. I don't know if that happens as much with you all as it did with your dad and your mom. Well, more specifically your dad. He can tell you stories about that, right? So what are some of the misconceptions in your tenure, in your time, that people have about martial arts? Let's go with training, martial arts training. Or just
Okay.
martial arts on the whole.
Yeah. So I think I could try to answer this one first.
Yeah.
I believe that some that I would have been personally approached with is that martial arts training could be only about fighting, and that is
And to beat up somebody.
that is definitely not true. We develop discipline. We at our club, specifically Team Lead, we do encourage to like literally personal growth, self-improvement. We have a dojo-con that we have our from 2.5 and up saying, we could recite it to you, which is seek perfection of character, be faithful, endeavor, respect others, refrain from violent behavior. So with this, we tell our students to, and I say our students because I am one of the coaches at our club, and we encourage our students to embrace this dojo-con and to just carry it throughout like their school life, their training life, their personal life, at home with their parents. I would say also as an individual in the sport that martial arts has definitely helped me develop this discipline, both like being committed to the sport, but
And anything
also
in life, really.
like among my peers, because obviously we know there are certain groups that we would not want to involve ourselves with, and with martial arts training specifically too, it really helps us to avoid certain situations and approach things in a humble manner.
Yeah, like for instance, like you see, you use the karate kid. You could do this, you could do that. Come on, beat up this person for me like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Also, it still happens. It still happens. It's good to know that it still happens.
Yeah.
Not that it's a good thing, but it's
And
good to know that.
And to add to that, a next misconception could be that black belts are invincible and unbeatable, and that is also not true. You know, we never stop learning. You know, we as martial arts evolve, and as we grow up, like in as we move up in tournaments and just as an individual in society, we learn and we're not invincible. Whether we're not involved in sports, and even if we're a black belt, yes, definitely our strength will improve, you know, certain things will improve, but it doesn't mean we're invincible. I could definitely tell you that Chris and I are like, we want to learn. Yeah. We can definitely learn from younger ones, from older ones. We could learn. Yeah.
All right, so good to know. 30 years you will have had achievements, you will have had success, both locally and regionally. And with that would come setbacks, of course, when you're getting prepared for shows and stuff like that. What has been the biggest challenge in your martial arts journey so far, and how did you overcome it?
Okay.
You could start by, because you had.
Yeah, okay. It has this common one that I would have shared with a lot of my teammates, and in previous interviews, I would have spoken about a fracture I would have attained on my ankle. I would say that was a huge setback for me. It took a toll not only on me, but everyone that was supporting me from the ground up. And I would say I really needed my loved ones around me at that time. It was challenging, both mentally, of course, physically. I would have had a rough time getting back into the tatami fully, my intensity and my techniques would have dropped a bit. But with that, I wouldn't say that was one of my biggest challenges, because I think every day we face challenges as an athlete in sport, and you know. So I would say another challenge, definitely a continuous challenge, is staying on top, remaining
I was gonna
champion.
say that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, because to be consistently at the top, that's something that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I share that sentiment, kind of. All right. So, we understand that. Okay. Next. Okay. Growing up, right? Your father and I, your mother and I, we are from the same generation, and your generation is different from ours. And we have seen where things can go awry and things can go wrong in life. It's just life. That's life. And many times one may have been placed in danger or faced danger where the fight or flight mode had to kick in. Have you ever had to use your martial arts skills in a real life situation? If so, how did it unfold?
Well, in primary school, bullies, right? Yeah, so I was in second year at that time.
Yeah.
It was when I was really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, standard 5 kid bullying, for money, like regular thing. And use karate to defend myself. And of course, went on tell the nearest teacher, the principal, and them take care of it from there.
Fair enough, fair enough. What about you, Miss Chelsea?
I didn't personally had any
That's the typical.
yeah, I didn't have to apply the self-defense part of it, but I think that being able to avoid that danger is also a skill of a
Oh,
martial artist.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. It is a skill. Knowing how to talk yourself out of trouble. Oh, I focus on that skill more and more each day. The minute I see Bacchanal starting to rise, shut it down immediately.
Yeah.
Let's go drink a shandy and be ourselves. Right? You stated earlier that you practice 2 forms of karate, right? Could you explain to the viewers what different styles you practice and what makes them unique or special to you both?
Okay, so it's traditional,
Karate, Shotokan karate.
yeah, and freestyle sports martial arts,
Yeah.
well, which is electric martial arts, yeah. So the traditional part is a white uniform.
Traditional Japanese.
Yes, and the different events, different modules that is included in it is individual kata. And for those who don't know what kata is, it's imaginary fighting basically. There's individual katas, team katas, point fighting, and then with
No. Kumite.
oh, kumite. Yeah. Sorry.
And team kumite.
Yeah.
And for sport martial arts divisions, creative forms, creative weapon forms, musical forms, musical weapon forms, point fighting, light contact, and ring sports.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I prefer any, because both of them coexist with each other. It improves both of them improves each other. And how it is unique to us. I think on the whole, doing like forms or any module in martial arts, we are able to express ourselves through the movements, through showing, we're able to express our passion for that sport.
Yeah.
And
I find it kind of unique because first we parents, then Chelsea, then me, growing up, me and she at the top together.
Yeah, and the format, the competition style as well, where the athlete is able to be on the tatami while all eyes are staring at them. You're able to see how we are expressing ourselves, how we are performing our techniques, how we are doing it. and basically how we enjoying it, but in a warrior mood kind. Like,
All right, cool. The fact that you do two different styles of martial arts, sometimes I presuming that sometimes training for those two different martial arts styles would be a bit different, right? Not everything would be the same. So not many, not many old school senseis and shians. We used to do it in the past plenty, cross training. But they have a lot now who don't do it. I don't know why, we just don't do it. How do you approach cross training in martial arts or combat discipline in your training regimen?
um, okay, so before we the ending of a year or when we're approaching a new one, we have a calendar of events, and we will basically like average and target which event is nearest, and that's how we prepare. But at the end of the day, we always have to focus on the basics, which is our keons, our blocks and strikes, and because that is very vital to both styles and when referring to cross training. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand.
That
Now,
was good.
you both are young, and that is commendable that you are on a path that is growing in the world, and it's a little slow in Trinidad and Tobago, but you know they had their hand on the slow motion button in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to sport development, right? But nonetheless, there are persons like myself, we fight in that good fight. So when it's time for you all to take over, you're all ready. So how has martial arts influenced your life outside of training, such as your works, relationships, and your mindset?
Well, it helped me to definitely develop a strong mindset to go through anything in life with, even if it's like you come home and you're tired and you have like an assignment the next day to do. You know what I mean? You know, like I had to get this done.
Yeah, it definitely helped us develop that resilient mindset.
Okay, good. Remember, guys, this is Sports Shop, and we are here discussing karate with the Winter siblings. Winter is coming, and we have Miss Chelsea Winter and Mr. Christian Winter. So, through your journey in karate, through your journey in martial arts, you would have met persons older than you. You'd have met persons your age and younger, and even in your schooling on social life, you would see persons who it is an interesting talking point when people are asking what you do, and you say, well, yeah, I'm in karate, and it's like, what, karate? Tell me more about that, right? It's an interesting talking point. It's always an interesting talking point. It is commendable to see that you all are role models at this young age, which is a testament to the work that your parents have put in and your loved ones. What advice would you give to someone? Let's start with you, Ms. Chelsea. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start practicing martial arts as a female, but they feel a bit intimidated?
I would say to firstly approach any sport, if it's specifically martial arts or any extracurricular activity that excites you, to always approach it with an open mind, and don't compare yourself with others. We all start at a particular level, and progress comes from consistent effort. I would say to definitely, as I now say, get involved with something that excites you. Have fun.
Fashion fit.
Have fun, because I would say not just as a female, because we're in training. We don't really do that whole gender thing. It's more like, okay, all of us are warriors here. We come to train. We come to compete. You know. But even if you're just doing it for interaction purposes, I would say definitely make sure and embrace what's going on in front of you, because the relationships and the friendships you develop at your club, or particularly martial arts or any sport and extracurricular activity, is very important. It will last from, hold on to it tight, because that is from now until you go on with your life. Yeah.
Yes.
and
What
it's
about you, Mr.
about
Christian?
well,
Go ahead.
just well, I would say that you could find a coach that that could probably like relate to you and find the best in you, because people work differently. Like for instance, if we're in competition, like shouting at your athlete or not always going and work for everyone. Like shouting at me, like
Yeah.
that will work on me. But Chelsea, for instance, she, you had to talk to she. Yeah, I don't need to, but yeah, find a coach that could, not, yeah, that could switch it up and not like one way all the time.
And if you want that, come at a club, because we have that. I would really, let me just add this part. So as I mentioned, and well, as you know, that our parents are coaches, and I would say that both of them, literally, some students will come into the dojo and fear our mother, because like she could be scary at times. She could be scary, and some of daddy is the fun one, and then in tournament daddy could act as a serious one, and mommy could be like, she dare, and like we're always attentive to our female athletes, our male athletes. They pay attention to everyone. They are hard on us when they have to be.
Tough love,
And
tough love.
yeah, and then they are available to us when we really do need it, because yeah.
So I have a question here, if it's still here. Question is for Christian. How did it feel to win 5 gold medals out of country competition?
Well, it felt great, proud, and all the training didn't go to waste. You try hard. Well, you train hard to win easy, right? You put your mind to it and you train, and well, yeah, you came out successful. So it was a great feeling and proud.
Okay, I hope that
Our
answered the
country.
question very well. It's all good. So speed question time, right? So I'm just gonna fire off some rapid questions concerning karate. Don't worry, it's all good. It's all good. It's right. It's karate and life, right? So you said you did both styles. So what do you prefer, freestyle or Shotokan?
As I mentioned earlier, the thing we prefer, I think
Yeah,
the
both
both
of
of them
them.
intertwine, it complements each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open hand katas or weapon katas?
Excuse? Sorry.
Open hand katas or weapon katas?
I believe you have to be able to do the open hand katas.
But I like open hand more than weapon.
I believe you have to do the open hand questions in order to then be able to work with a weapon.
Preferably musical form. Musical.
Okay. So let's go. Point fighting or full contact fighting?
Point fighting. Both. I love to fight.
I like it. Like your daddy, man. You like your daddy. Okay. So let's go. What is your favorite relaxing thing to do when you need to just unwind? See, that's wrong with that. That's the best recovery.
Yeah.
Well, music. Listening to music.
Listen to music.
Yeah.
So,
it's fun and time with each other. It's like, yeah.
Okay. What type of movie you enjoy watching?
I like Flash.
That's all right. There's nothing embarrassing about that. How old are you, Christian? How old are you? That's a 17-year-old answer right there. That's a 17-year-old answer. If you had tell me the Great Gatsby or something like that, what? See, that should be confused. What is the Great Gatsby? That's a point there right there. So if you're going out, what do you prefer to do? Go to the beach or go to the movies?
To the beach.
Any movies with my parents?
To the beach.
Okay, final question. Favorite meal?
No, wait. The reason I didn't say beach is because Daddy will always find a way to train me in the beach. Like, I don't want, as I'm going to relax.
It's that, sweetheart, I don't understand something, my dear. That's the era of martial arts we came from. Anything with open air, karate does automatically switch on your mind, and then I just started training. Even up to now, sometimes I'll be walking in the road, and I there shadowing, doing blocks, and people watching me like I'm crazy. And then I'm aware, I'm in a public space, I can't be getting on like this. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us with somebody want to join this live. I don't know who this is. Who is Design Ski? I know that person.
Oh, that's Lord.
Oh, that's Miss Lauren. Oh, that's the photographer.
Yes.
Oh, now she's still here. Let's see. Let's see if she's still here. Let's see if we can get her. Just wrap up something quickly. Okay. All right, she's not there anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of Sports Shop, where we were discussing karate with the Winter siblings, Miss Chelsea Winter. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, okay. Okay, Miss Lauren. That's all right. That's fine. We all make mistakes sometimes. Right? We were discussing karate with Miss Chelsea and Christian Winter of Team Elite Karate Trinidad and Tobago. I thank you all for your willingness to be part of this interview. I say good evening to your parents as well. You know, tell Sensei Barry, time to come out of retirement. Let me make this one last hurrah and then hang it up. Yeah. I'm in semi-retirement right now. When I came out in that, you all have no idea the amount of pain I was in after. I was like,
But if you're excited to do team fighting with you, yeah. that might be something we'll try, we'll ask.
Well, I don't know, we don't have to do everything. We don't have to do everything. Like, let's form a team and do team sparring and we good, you know. Yeah, this is a young man's game now. I'm reserved to that. This is a young man's game. It's a young man's game now. I'm fooling myself with that. But again, thank you very much. Anything you would want to say before we sign off? Tell people how to reach out to Team Elite.
Anything you would like to say?
Yes. Come to Team Elite.
Right, so just give the people the information as to how to get in contact with you all.
So we are based in San Grande. You can contact us at 313-1101 or 477-4457.
Oh, you can, through the Instagram account.
Yeah,
too.
we have, true. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Christian Winter and Chelsea Winter, thank you very much for being part of this. Do enjoy the rest
No
of the
problem.
evening.
Anytime.
And good night.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of Sports Shop, where we were discussing karate with Chelsea Winter and Christian Winter. Winter is coming, it reached, and it has gone. So, if you all need to reach out to us, this is an Andrew Sport and Entertainment Consultancy production. Contact us at ASEC, that is at ASEC 5000 on Instagram or Facebook. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Charismatic Akil, and you would see this interview and past interviews as well. So I'm saying to you, God bless, good night, and have a good one.